whispering. That's what people have been asking for, so I'm going to explain what's going on. This is going to be fungus to the window. I use the flags to mark it. This way when I take a picture of it, there's no contesting that this is where the damage is. You'd be surprised how often people would be like, oh, there's no damage there. It was just painted. Well, that does happen on occasion. The paint will mask the damages that are there. Now I'm looking for wood-destroying organisms. In California, these are things like, fungus, dry rot, cubicle dry rot, white rot, brown rot. You also have termites, subterranean termites, drywood termites. In SoCal, you're going to have Formosan termites, and we also do have dampwood termites. I'll go more into termites in a bit. We also have carpenter bees, carpenter ants, and a few type of beetles, powder post beetles. I can go more into beetles. I don't memorize every single one of those beetles' names, and I'll be doing that later. Now, this garage door had fungus and subterranean termites. Right up here at the header, you're going to see pretty soon. I'm going to detect the fungus damage. Now, this is kind of fuzzy because there's moisture entry, there's fungus damage, and sometimes where there's fungus, there's going to be termites as well, because it just makes the wood a little bit easier for them to eat and a touch more palatable. Oh, by the way, I think this is going to be the first in my Whispering ASMR installment. Enough people have been asking for it, so I said, okay, I'll go ahead and do some whispering as well, as if it helps relax y'all. Now, see, there's the damage to the header. This is a mud tube. That mud tube is a clear sign of the subterranean termites. I pushed a little bit just to see if there's any termites still crawling around there. Just because there's no termites crawling around there right now does not mean that this is not a termite-infested area. It's just the termites are removed for Burger King instead of Taco Bell, who really knows what they're going out for. Underneath the ground is a large network of dirt and soil and rock and mud, and there's going to be different densities within the water flow and the water table, so their tunnels change all the time, so they're going to be going from this house to that house, and they want to make sure they have the most palatable meal. Yep, more fungus in the door casing. So that's what them termites are going to be eating. Now, I did mention earlier, I talked more about dampwood termites. California has a higher number of dampwood termites than the other termites, according to what they say. They, meaning study material like it. Now, dampwood termites need to have the moisture content of the wood very high in order to go ahead and break down that wood. If you have dampwood termites, the way you control them is you actually remove the moisture source. Then the moisture content is going to get low enough and they're going to actually starve because they have to have the wood at a higher content. Subterranean termites are going to be a little bit lower moisture content, so it could be almost a leak in the toilet or just ambient moisture like heavy fog, or just get into a wall and condensating inside that stucco wall or something. Drywood termites need the least amount of moisture. Their turds are going to be just the driest thing in nature because they're trying to conserve all moisture they can